Rain Tuesday night. Southwest wind 30 knots.
You know, sometimes you just get that trip from hell that just beats you up and beats the crew up. You know, it's not for everybody, that's for sure. There's a young group of guys out there that are the next generation. They can be the future. But who's going to take that step to be that guy? It's a pretty big step. When you take the captain's chair in the wheelhouse of a crab boat, you're taking on a big responsibility. You're going to get a serious storm come blowing through here. Watch out, JJ! This isn't training weather anymore.
For 2 months, the Bering Sea has pummeled the fleet.
I'm sure you know the scoop. The weather out here is going to be really for the next 5 days.
Now, with the final days of the fall season upon them, it's a battle to the finish.
I can't move my delivery date. The processor's going to close, so it's go time now.
And as time winds down,
That's a big wave.
the weather winds up for its strongest punch yet.
Mother Nature's going to show us all of her fury coming up here the next day. It's probably going to be some of the biggest stuff I've ever been in.
A 200-mile-wide Arctic hurricane barrels directly over the fishing grounds.
We just got into a hell of a squall here. I don't have the horsepower. I don't have the rail height. This is not a hurricane fishing boat.
– 180 miles north of Dutch Harbor.
You guys ready?
On the 110-foot Brenna A.
It's gonna be so. Watch your rail, and I'll try to keep you out of this as much as I can.
Rookie skipper Sean Dwyer is the first to square off with the 200-mile wide storm.
A little bit of a rogue wave came over the starboard side, blew our sorting table, which was very poorly secured. It's supposed to pick up to a southwest 50, 32-foot seas. But we're going to try to fish. We're going to fish until we can't. I've got a tight time frame to get it done. Basically, all the processors are going to shut down. I'm already on the 14th, and they're going to close the 18th.
If Sean can't suck up his quota on this trip, he'll be forced to wait for the canneries to reopen after the first of the year.
I would really like to have all the crab, caught for SIG. I mean, I took a big risk taking his crab, but he took an equally as big risk trusting me to catch it.
I've got an opportunity for you, and it's close to a couple 100,000 pounds.
I can make it happen, I'll get my brother to really get going.
I'll get it. I know I will.
Calling SIG and telling him I didn't catch his crab in time is not even an option in my book right now.
This is it. Weather kind of sucks. It's gonna get worse, so get some crab on board while we can.
What's that saying? saying about the juice is worth the squeeze? I think we're there. As I'm getting this pot in the block, the wind is coming up. Land that. This is the part that worries me. Look. He's gonna let go. He's gonna let go. Come on, guys. I'm trying my best here.
As the late fall weather picks up, each 800-pound pot must be wrestled aboard.
The weather blows like a bitch in November. Look at that.
It's blowing up quick. It's whipping here. I don't even know which direction to go now. Look at this. I'm gonna take one right on the bow. We're getting hit from all angles. It really doesn't matter which direction we go, we're getting hit. I'm over it. Done, dude. I don't need to get anybody hurt. We're done. I don't see the case where I can jog through this storm. This pretty much ends our season.
With time running down and the weather building, the young skipper is forced to head to port.
I really, really don't want to make the phone call to SIG where I'm coming up short.
"180 miles northeast of Dutch Harbor. On the 128-foot Cornelia Marie,
Look at this seagull right here. See the backs of his wings right where they come into his body? See how it starts fluttering like that? That means it's blowing 40.
Captain Casey McManus is hauling in the heart of the storm.
Everybody thinks they can do this job. Weather like this, it makes it so much harder. You gotta be a different type of person to be able to handle it.
How we doing over here?
We were getting the kicked out of us. It's blowing real hard.
Yeah,
It's blowing.
place is staying 50 and right now 55.
DJ's down there with a face shield on.
Got any numbers?
Got a few. I mean, 97 was our best, 0 was our worst. There's crab here. I know there's crab here. It's just they're not hungry. You know what I mean? That was a fall if I ever seen one.
I can't see anything. Feels like needles on my face right now.
You know, haul some gear?
To give Casey a much-needed break from the weather, skipper in training Josh Harris takes the wheel.
That one was funny.
Oh, big wave, big wave, big wave.
Oh, this one's gonna hurt. Whether you overhaul it. What is that?
Not really sure if it's a big problem or if it's a little problem. Hopefully it's a little problem.
Shut down the block. Has two main generators, port and starboard. The starboard, which controls fishing equipment, has gone down.
It's our last source of power. This is all we have to put water on the craft. That goes to the city right now.
With only one generator, there's not enough power to run both systems.
There, tie the stack down real good. Okay.
That didn't sound good.
No, it's not good. Our voltage will not maintain. I'm not sure exactly what is causing it, so
We gotta go in
it
town.
means we can't haul gear unless we do one thing at a time. Run the block, stop it, start the deck, haul that, stop that, start the crane, stack that.
What can you do? Crab fishing in the Bering Sea doesn't always go your way.
The 15-hour detour to town will take a big bite out of the Cornelius profit.
Doesn't matter how much money you spend on new stuff. It's a crab boat. Things happen. And I get that. It's just depressing to sit here and put your all into something and then just turn around, bend over, grab your ankles, and get your ass kicked by Mother Nature or mechanical Mother Nature, whatever her name is.
45 miles west. On the 155-foot Wizard.
All right, speed up, kids. Let's get this show on the road. We got basically 24 hours to get 130 pots off, get up the hill, come down and get them on, and then head to town.
Battling the leading edge of the storm, Captain Keith Colburn races to finish off his king season.
The clock is just ticking away, man. We can't be late to our appointment. You start showing up late, screwing over production. Next thing you know, you start having a hard time getting a delivery date. We don't need that. Problem is with the wind and the current right now, I'm getting set so hard to the east that I've got to literally put this boat right in the ditch in order to try and get a northwest set off.
Being in the ditch means taking the waves broadside, exposing the crew to the brunt of the ocean's power.
That's pretty much putting my stack man in a super high risk position right now.
Very dangerous up there right now.
You got pots swinging, you got waves. I mean, now he's on the first layer. I mean, he could get blasted up there right now. You know, these waves are not friendly right now. They are not friendly at all. Hang on, Roger. Hang on, hang on, hang on. That's a nasty wave coming over there. All right, guys, I got a wave with a little bit of teeth coming here. Everybody hang on, guys. Hang on. Everybody grab on it. Hang on. Watch out, JJ. Tell you what, man, if this is what the weather's gonna be like, my balls are gonna be shriveled up to the size of peanuts.
Pretty gnarly up there. Quite the ride, I'll tell you that.
We need a few thousand more crab. Anytime you take a big wave, you have to start thinking, okay, is it time? What is it time to just pull the plug? Oh, the swan. Watch that rail.
Watch the lines. Make sure everything's clear, guys.
Everything's clear.
You okay, Tyler?
Everybody good?
Stay clear. Roger.
Sorry about that, man. There's nothing I could do.
You guys, I'm telling you, we're down current. It's real swirly. You gotta really stay sharp and corral everything up.
You hear the captain start screaming, man. It's time to start hanging on to something and get ready to hold your breath. The weather's definitely slowing us down. Let's just hope it doesn't shut us down.
165 miles southwest in Dutch Harbor. On the 107-foot Saga.
I just want to go home. You know, my guys want to go home. It's frustrating when you can't move forward and you're not making money.
Stuck at dock with engine repairs for the past 10 days, Captain Jake Anderson's King season is still on hold.
We got another 30 or 40,000, I think. It's hard on everybody.
Everybody's getting fed up. You know, it's time to go fishing.
That's my favorite one. I was on my phone doing business and he crawls up to get my attention. Doesn't even seem like I really have a son and a family anymore. I've been gone so long.
The delay in port not only costs thousands of dollars a day, it also takes a toll on the boat's morale.
People think we like being cold and we like being tired and we like being hungry. We're just normal people. We don't like any of that stuff. We just like to be home with our families and we can't. It's the hardest thing about this job, is to be away from your family.
Pressure gauges, they all work.
In the engine room,
Just can't get it to seem to work right. I don't know what else to do.
nothing but bad news.
I just put that thing back together.
separator is not separating the water from the fuel. It ain't doing its job, you know? And then when we poured water in the, it should have just been, it should immediately separate that water from that fuel. And it's just going like this, dude. Drip, drip, drip.
Oh, me. We don't have a working centrifuge.
The centrifuge is a crucial piece that keeps water from contaminating the fuel.
The engines will die and we will...
Jake has a ton on his plate right now. He's freaking out. I don't blame him. I'd be freaking out.
Damn it!
I'm not going out on this boat without that paper. Period.
On the Saga,
Centrifuge just isn't working properly, and that's not good because the fuel filters can get clogged up, and then before you know it, our generators and our mains can just shut down.
a critical part that prevents water from contaminating the fuel has failed.
You might as well just get jobs working at the dock, because that's what we're doing.
Now, with his remaining king crab season on the line, Jake must find a solution.
I fished for 11 days. I've been here for 2 months.
Or risk losing everything he's worked for.
I got a plan for the fuel. We're just gonna buy every damn filter that is in Dutch Harbor, and we're just gonna change them out all the time.
You need to go get a case of filters.
Change them every 3 hours.
Watch the gauges. If it drops at all,
Yeah.
we can change it.
The fuel separator is now being replaced by cases and cases upon cases of fuel filters. It's gonna cost a lot of money, but it's the price you pay to stay alive. Got some extra fuel filters here. Go ahead and rip them off. Coming up. Danny, you gonna be all right? I can screw it in if you want.
That was a rough go. We're on our way again. Thank the good Lord. Hallelujah.
135 miles northeast of Dutch Harbor. On the 108-foot Cape Caution.
We have the worst weather we've seen this entire season. Trying to set for a southwest wind that's about 40 knots. Always trying to think ahead.
Kind of set them so when we pick them later with the wind, we're not in the weather.
Fighting through the relentless storm.
Trying to protect us.
Captain Wild Bill Bukrowski lines up his next string.
Get the back over the side.
Thrown with a set of balls.
Rough weather really exposes our greenness as a crew out here.
really good, and the way the tine is, it's sitting, it's on top of the bags. And just kind of lob the bag over the side instead of throwing it away from the boat.
The powerful currents push the buoy setup under the hull.
I think I got it blown out for here.
Now, the captain's problem is whether or not his lines made it past the stern.
Ronnie didn't throw him out far enough, and this weather pushed him back on our boat. You run one over, you could, worst case scenario is you can break the shaft, lose the prop.
Figured it. I don't know. Hey Nick, can you come up and take a look off the stern, see if I'm dragging anything in? If you're wrapped, it'll kill the engine. You know, we can lose the boat.
No, you're clear of the buoy setup's back there.
Is it?
Yeah, so yeah. We're good.
We're lucky. I mean, we can't afford to get anything in the wheel. Us going to town on one engine right now would be totally disastrous. All right, let's, yeah, go ahead, continue. Told me we were clear, we're not clear.
This doesn't look good at all.
How many are back there? 2. We get this thing wrapped up to where it shuts down one of our engines. We are screwed.
On the Cape Caution,
we're a long way from home. And we're talking 50 knot winds, and I can't maintain steering with one engine on this boat. Is it on the wheel or is it on this line?
No, it's down there.
So they're both going down?
Yeah.
So when we said it was clear, we weren't clear?
Oh, I'm pretty sure it was clear. I don't know.
We have a pot tied up on the rudder. Nick said we were clear, we weren't clear, so we caught it instead of second one, so a second one wrapped up on the first one.
Launching a string in a storm, the boat ran over a buoy setup and the propeller snagged a pot. When the second pot was launched, it caught hold of the first one. Now, dragging 2,000-pound anchors and 300 yards of line, captain and crew are in a bind.
If this stuff comes loose and all of a sudden there's a couple big loops and it gets wrapped up in the wheel, we could be right in the middle of a 40, 50 knot blow. And I'm putting the boat at risk, along with the crew, to stay out with it.
We got pots stuck in our wheel. It's really bad.
Pull up all the slack you can.
Tightening the lines minimizes the chance of any more snags.
As long as I put it in forward and go, that will all just hang. But if I have to maneuver and you put it in reverse and it wraps around the shaft, it can just bind us up and shut us down.
Not gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, you're secure back here.
All right, you know what? The forecast is nothing but 40s and 50s for the next 5 days. I can't risk this.
Yeah, it's understandable.
We're going in, so secure the deck.
We're really fortunate right now that we even have power to the starboard engine. We're gonna take what we have and go to town.
10 years ago, I wouldn't have batted an eye. I would have tied this up best I could have, but times are changing. This isn't the way I want to go.
Miles west on the Saga.
I'm just looking for the first pod here.
On the southern end of the storm, Captain Jake Anderson arrives in gear he dropped 18 days ago.
We got 170 pots out here. Hopefully they all got crab in them.
It's been 18 days since I strategically placed any pot. So if these have anything in them, I still don't know what to do with them.
In 18 days, a school of king crab can move up to 45 miles.
In order for me to just start stacking them on and going, it's going to take a 49 average. If for some reason I can get a 49 average to the gear, it'll be sheer luck.
If the crab aren't here, Jake will have to start from scratch.
I don't really have time to fish. I've only got time to haul, really, so kind of sucks trying to set up a strategy when you don't really have time to do that. All right, fellas, cross your fingers. Cross your fingers.
First pot of the last trip. See what we got.
God, I don't want to see it. Do I have to look?
Oh no, that's not good. No table.
It's hard to get excited over these numbers. It's been 18 days and this could just end up being a bunch of blanks. There's riders. That's got to be more than 30. 60. 60. Is Oli down there? Who's that new guy with the nice pants on?
For the first time in 30 years,
Never again, huh?
veteran engineer Ole Helgevold heads out on deck.
I think Oli's got to be about 64. Dude. Oli, you gotta stay out here. You're good luck. Hell yeah.
66, 66.
All right. Oh.
Hopefully this keeps up. We'll have all the crab we need in our gear. That would be awesome. Oh yeah.
It could be a short trip. Could be a day.
Oh yeah.
I'm on my game. I'm ready to get this crab on and get the home. I miss my wife. I miss my son Aiden. I missed his first steps. You know, and that's the life of a fisherman. It's just, you know, you can make all the money you want in the world, but it can never replace that time to my son. Never get it back.
The Wizard takes the fall season's trophy, with the Northwestern close behind, and the young guns on the Cornelia Marie also joining them at the podium.
Yeah, last spot coming up.
We got a trash bag that's an acetylene oxygen bomb. When this hits that bag, it is going to explode.
Don't miss!
And that was a handy explosion. That was the perfect ending.
230,000 pounds, my first season.
Right on.
I finally feel like a captain now.
"180 miles north of Dutch Harbor. On the Brenna A.
Okay, you gotta be careful now.
Finally clear of the storm, Captain Sean Dwyer stacks on the last of his gear.
We're out of time here on the grounds. I hate to have to leave, but there's not going to be anyone buying crab till the first of the year.
With just hours until his final offload of the season, Sean has no choice but to head in short.
I'm gonna call Sig, let him know that I'm not going to be able to catch his crab. You know, we can't control Mother Nature. The only time I wanted to call Sig was when I had a big check for him. He has the right to let me try again in January or not. So we'll see what he decides.
Yeah, hey Sig, this is Sean on the Brenna
Oh, I got you.
A. We're chewing away at your crab, but there's not any more delivery dates available. The processors are shutting down, so I'm having to stack it out here. I'm gonna be about 20,000 pounds shy of your 191 there. I mean, there's no real excuse for it other than we just haven't had a lot of time on the water to fish.
Yeah, so, well, you're gonna be shy, so what's your plan?
Well, I can cut you a check for the full amount of everything that I agreed to harvest.
Number one, I don't want your money. I want the crab. I'm going to count on you to catch the rest.
If you want me to finish it up, which that'll be top priority. I mean, I really appreciate that.
Okay, man. Well, do your thing. Stay safe. And we'll get them on the next boat round.
All right, well, that went about as well as it could. Sig completely understands the situation. I'm gonna be this close, you know. 2 days of fishing, and I could have it.
In his first season on the Bering Sea, Sean and crew loaded 170,000 pounds of bear-dye crab.
Let's go to Dutch, get this off the boat.
Each deckhand takes home $15,000.
Yeah.
Though he fell short of his goal, Sean lives to fish another day. 110 miles southeast.
What do we propose on the dial here?
Of the Wizard.
Good job, guys.
Last spot. You know, some trips, you're like, man, can we get to the last day? Get the heck out of here.
Captain Keith Colburn hauls the final pots of his season.
Last couple of years have not been that easy for the captain. Gone through some kind of emotional issues, family issues. At some point, though, you got to just stop and say, hey, wait a second. You know, remember what you got to do here. I'm trying to get back to being a healthier person. You know, not only in here, but also in here.
Despite the captain's struggles, the Wizard scooped up 375,000 pounds of bear dye. Each crewman will take home 60,000 bucks. On the Northwestern.
Hey guys, got the last spot coming up here.
We're going in. We're done.
Thank God.
Captain Edgar Hansen pulls his last bear dye pot over the rail.
Against a lot of people's orders and discretion, I chose to fish. What defines a successful bear dye season is catching your quota.
After 3 weeks, the Northwestern wraps the season with 175,000 pounds of bear dye, tallying $385,000.
I guess that's it for now. It's Bear Dye 2015.
"140 miles southwest on the Cornelia Marie."
This is a big season for me. One of the best learning seasons I've ever had. So
I've seen you grow immensely in the last year.
Forced to come in early for repairs, Josh and Casey will have to head back out to get their gear.
If you can get that self-motivation instead of having other people motivate you, you won't need me around here anymore.
Roger.
When they return, each deckhand will pocket $41,000.
So I gotta start planning for Opies now.
Fantastic job, guys, in changing the image, changing the boat.
Despite 2 weeks stuck in port, a massive final haul helped Jake meet his quota.
I'll see you all in Opies. Let's go button her up. Yeah.
The crew will each pocket $36,000.
I've never had to commit for line in a wheel. First for everything, you know?
After dragging 900 feet of line back to town,
As soon as he gets that line cut out of the wheel, we're gonna throw lines and get out of here.
Captain Wild Bill prepares to head back out, wrap things up.
Divers are done. Line is out. We are ready to rock and roll.
Let's go. Let's throw the lines. Let's get out of here and get this over with. We don't have much to catch.
Okay, I'll go fire him.
Came up 20,000 pounds short with SIG, but we really kicked ass to get there. You know, I mean, we did all we could. Bottom line is, we're coming back during Opie season. We're in it for the long haul. You know, we're here to play.
Nothing is built to last. Patience are running thin. I know we can't give up. If we make the choice to walk.
I think they're here. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so.
Become nothing.
at him. You're standing. Oh my God, no. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh, I love him so much.